Today we are going to make some really fun and simple ice pop holders or freezer pop holders, also known as otter pops. Um, we have two designs. We have a rectangle and then we have this fun mermaid tail. So I'm just going to kind of go through how to do both of these. While I'm cutting out this rectangle, let me tell you a little bit about the material. I purchased some neoprene material. Um, this is usually what they have like on wetsuits or um, soft coolers, things like that. Um, there's a couple of different sizes. There's 2 millimeter, there's 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter. I did order 2 and 3, and I decided that 2 is better for this project. To do the rectangle though, you're just going to place 2 millimeter neoprene on the fold and cut out your rectangle size, which is about 5 inches by 6 inches or something like that. I'd have to look, but and then I'm just using a zigzag stitch to zigzag down the straight side, the long straight side, and one of the short sides. And you can just kind of see there, it's a zigzag stitch. I did back stitch at the beginning of the end because my kids are going to be using this. And so I want to make sure that stitch stays in place. So you can see right here how easy that is. You just put your pop in there and you're ready to go. It's a pretty simple project. The mermaid project is going to be a little bit harder. You want 2 layers of the neoprene, and you don't want to use pins on the neoprene because that will snag the material. So you could just take a water soluble pin and draw your mermaid tail on the neoprene, and that would work as well. I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I really like this project because it's quick, it's fun, it's useful, um, and it's perfect for a beginner sewist. So if you're teaching someone to sew or you're learning to sew for yourself, this is a great project. So you're just going to put those 2 layers together, and then just put it in your machine and again, set it to a zigzag stitch and just zigzag the edges of that neoprene all the way around. And you'll put your needle down and kind of turn as you go, so that you don't have to cut any threads. You can just sew all the way around that mermaid tail. Like I said, this is a really great beginner sewing project. The neoprene is really smooth. It doesn't get caught in your machine, and it has a really nice professional finish because you don't have any raw edges that are fraying. So it's a really, really quick project. The neoprene can get kind of expensive, but I'll leave a link in the comments on where I got my neoprene. Um, you can also add a fun little detail at the bottom. Just add some kind of curves to the tail so that that fin has kind of a 3D effect to it. And then I'm just using a straight stitch to stitch over those pen marks that I make. It's really, again, quick, but it adds a fun little detail, makes that mermaid tail just seem a little bit more, I don't want to say expensive, but there's just a little bit something more to it. Makes it a little bit more individualized and special. So again, just stitching those straight lines through that 2 millimeter neoprene. And like I said, you could get the 3 millimeter. That's that dark purple you can kind of see on the edge, but it was just really a little too thick for this project. So I would stick with the 2 millimeter. And you can see in the description, do have a link to where I purchased my neoprene. It did take a week or two to get here, but I had plenty of time. And then another thing that you could do with your neoprene, if you don't want to leave it blank like these two here, you could add some vinyl. So I have some vinyl. Again, there's a link in the description, some SVG cutouts for some fun summer sayings. Stay cool, cool summer, summer vibes that you can put on these as well. So again, fun, simple project, and I hope you enjoyed it.